All right, guys, this is the 75 break we did. You're gonna see the camera focus in and out, and I apologize, but I want to make sure when we get to cards that may or may not be gradable, that that you guys can see them, the best in the best possible light. Um, you know what? We'll just go through these kind of quick until we come to one that, in my opinion, is a gradable card. Um, and obviously, you are more than welcome to disagree with me. All right. And when I say I think it's graded, it means I think it could get an 8 or better. But that doesn't mean it's going to get an 8 or better. All right. I can't. I can't guarantee anything. You can see it focusing in and out. Now, this Joe Coleman is the actually the first card that I really liked. All right, so we'll just go. Sometimes there was like a bunch in a row, um, you know, but for the most part, they were off-centered. Some obviously have wax stains. Some have gum stains on the back. I really like this Jenkins. I'm going to turn this off because it seems to be trying to focus on that. So I really like this Jenkins. I think this is a good card for grading. And also this Dave Winfield. Now obviously this card maybe a little bit more because it's Dave Winfield than the actual grade of the card. It's still off-centered, but I thought it was a definite possibility. The next one is the Mike Schmidt, and you can see at the top. All right, see at the top of the card, definitely off-centered. But I think just in my opinion, I would grade the Mike Schmidt because everything else on it was pretty awesome. Ed Sprague. All right, I thought that was a good grading card. I think that Rusty Staub has a chance at getting an 8. Here are a couple cards in a row. Jim Lonberg. The only thing wrong with this card is that there is a slight white down there at the bottom of the card. There's white under the O in Lonberg. But that's the only thing wrong with it, so I thought it could definitely still get an 8. Mayberry's a little off-centered left to right, but for the most part, I thought it could still, I thought it could. But if you don't agree with me, then definitely don't grade it. But here's another one, John Mayberry. So I would, if it was my card, I'd send it in. Some of these cards are just toast, being maybe the last card in the pack or something. That one's creased, off-centered, and it's got a wax stain. So, some of these cards just didn't have a chance. This Capra, Buzz Capra, I thought it had a chance at an 8 or better. Houdini's agreeing with me there in the background. Wilbur Wood, also I thought it had a good chance at an 8 or better. Steve Busby, maybe Boosby, yeah, I think it's Busby. Whatever it is, good old Steve. Al's awfully off-centered. I'm not sure why I thought that was a good grading card. He's off-centered left and right and top to bottom. I'm not sure what I was thinking with Al, but maybe it's my card. Sometimes I thought my cards were gradable just because they were mine. I don't know. Okay, here's Jim Mason. I thought Jim Mason had a chance there. And off-centered. Steve Garvey, he's a little rough. I don't think I'd grade Steve. Okay. All right, so next little pile here. I thought this Stanley had a chance. Had a good grade. You see it's a little rough down there at the bottom. Couple cards in a row I thought were okay. Jerry Grote. All right. And Craig Nettles. We hit 2 of these. This one I thought had a chance at a good grade. And this one, I did not. It actually has a wax stain, so that's why. Bonson, I thought was a gradable card. Bert Campaneris. Obviously, top to bottom, it's not going to be a PSA 10, but I thought it was a good one. The Red Sox card, left to right, top to bottom, it's off a little bit, but I thought it had a chance at an 8. I don't know, I could be wrong. You have to make your own decisions. But I made sure to pull out all the cards. That one looks rougher on the screen right there than it does in my hand. But Steve Rogers, I pulled out the cards that had gum stains all over or wax stains on the front. If it had some minor gum scuff on the back, I let it go. And if the I thought that Yogi Berra was gradable. This Elston Howard, Sandy Koufax also. This Willie Mays. But I mean, they're not perfect. Like, for instance, I have no idea why I would grade this card right here. I've got it in the grade pile, but it's way off left to right. I don't know. I was just feeling good. Maybe it's mine. Must have been feeling good about that card for some reason. All right, and then we've got Vida Blue and Joe Torre. Lou Piniella. Bill Campbell. Oh, you know what? Bill Campbell's got a wax stain. I didn't see it before, but I can see it now on the screen. So, nope, sorry. You know, I looked at these in light and everything, but I don't know. All right, I don't want to talk about it. Mike Tyson. He quit baseball and got a pretty nice boxing career going. Looks a little different in those movies, though, doesn't he? Mike Tyson. Tom Grieve. Jack Billingham. Good old Dave Duncan. Is that the same guy that's a pitching coach now? Is that the same Dave Duncan? Well, I guess he's even retired, isn't he? So I don't know. That's some rough wax on that one. Jay Johnstone, little off center. Mickey Lalich and Bill Buckner. The Cardinals card. I thought that one had a chance. A little off center, but not as bad as some of the others. All right. Hassler looked okay to me. Jim Perry. Thought had a chance. Ruthven looks great, except for there's a small white showing. I don't know if that's a yeah, small white showing there on that one. Ron Fairly has a fairly good chance. Jerry Moses. Come on, Jerry, work with me here, damn it. Jerry Moses doesn't want to work with me. You just have to. Vincent Romo. The White Sox. Kari Yastrzemski, he's a little rough. Slayton. Foucault, I guess, ish. Sure. All right, guys. Let's get the rest of this pile here. Bruce Ellingson. John Matlock. Twice. Dick Sharon. I don't know who he's going to share with, but whatever. Jeff Zahn. Foster. Couple grubs. He's a grub. His brother grub. Bucky Dent's great, but he's got a wax stain, unfortunately. Here are a bunch of good cards in a row, I thought. Dave Roberts and his brother. Grant Jackson. Let's move Houdini. I think Houdini keeps getting focused in on as well. The Phillies. Oh, the Phillies. It's the Pirates. Whatever. Phillies, Pirates. This one's the Brewers. How about that? Jim Colburn. All right. He's back. You got Rod Carew and Ralph Garr. And then the home run leaders, Dick Allen and Mike Schmidt. Bench, no. Jim Hunter. You got the leading firemen, Mike Marshall and Terry Forster. Buck. Twice. Jackie Brown. It's got a printing imperfection there in the top corner, but other than that, it looks pretty good. Lahoud, this one's got a wax stain, so, but this one does not, so I think I'd try the second one there. Pete Rose off center both directions. Thanks a lot, Pete. Ed Goodson. This Tony Oliva, I think I'd send this one in. The second one has a wax stain pretty bad, so I would not. Twitchell. Kubiak. Again. Mike Marshall for the Dodgers. Two of him. And then one of these Kendalls I think is good. The other one's got a wax stain on it. Dick Drago. Gotta hurt, right? I mean, ouch. Greg Gross. Another one. He's twice as gross. And then Coble. Breeden. Ben Ogilvy. Darwin. Mike Caldwell. I thought that one was pretty nice. Tony Muser. Again. I like this Mercer. The second one is a lot more off-centered. So, Bob Boone. I like this Petrocelli, Rico Petrocelli. I like this one. There was just a special about him on ESPN. And this one is just, it's got a ding at the top. More off-centered. I like this Ken Forsch. Al Bumbry's a little off. George Scott looked good to me. The Dodgers, they have some ink on them. Hargan. Hargan looked good, in my opinion. Vic Albury, in my opinion, looked good. Tom Seaver, unfortunately, it looks great, except for if you look here, it's full of wax stain. Great looking card otherwise. Ron White, I like that one. And that one. I like the Sal Bando. It's a little top to bottom, you know, but I think that card's good enough. And then Ron Say, I thought that one was nice. And I liked the Bud Harrelson. Bill Freehan's wax stained pretty bad, unfortunately. Alright. Working our way through. We're on like card 400 out of 660, so of course we don't have all 660, but you know what I mean. Sure you do. Harmon and Dick Allen. Mike Wallace. I thought that one was pretty nice. His brother, not bad. Both of these Gallaghers. There's a ink imperfection above the eye, but I think that was on every card. Herb Washington. A little off-centered, but otherwise it's a really nice card, I think. Clyde Wright. I did not worry about the back. I mean, obviously, just for centering. I didn't worry about centering on the back. How about that? George Mitterwald. Good old George. And another one of him. Alright. And then I liked this New York Mets card with Yogi Berra. I thought that was a pretty cool card. Thought it looked good to me. It has a little bit of gumming on the back, but not bad. Tyant, Berry, Messersmith. This Leon I liked, but this one has some wax on it, so it wouldn't work. I like the Twins card. Thought that was a good one. And I thought this Garber was a good one. This one, Felix Millan, not the other one. Frank Duffy. This Charles Williams looked good to me. Good old Bob, seemed okay. His brother Bob also seemed alright. Oh my god. Grimsley, we got two of him. Halleck, not so much. Bobby Mitchell. Detour. Look good. Stinson. Bruce Dalcanton. It's off top to bottom, but otherwise I really liked it. It wasn't way off, but it was off. So you'll have to make that decision. Carlos May, unless it's my card, in which case I made it. I like this Tom McGraw over the other one. Too bad Ray Fosse wasn't going to work for us. Cecil Cooper, Doyle Alexander. Rich Hebner for the Pirates. Pete Lecoq. You always need to protect Pete Lecoq, so we should have that one. Yeah, Al Downing. This Marty Perez. Bill Robinson. Pat Bork. Lee. Look good. Dick Pole. It's a good looking Dick Pole right there. Jose Cruz. His brother. You knew there were two of them, all the kids they had. And then Duffy Dyer. And Larry Beatner, good old Larry. Billy Williams I really liked, but it's pretty bad on the back, unfortunately. So that one won't work. It's also got a touched corner. I think it's my card too, I think. John Knox, though, looked pretty good to me. So, all right, so we got one last pile, and then we're done, guys. We'll be finished with this. Let's see here. Joshua Sands Gardner. This Goose Gossage is toast, just so you know. Al Oliver, Montgomery, Tony Perez. I remember really liking a Tony Perez, but I think there's wax or something on it. Tommy Davis. I liked the Tommy Davis. Jim Sundberg. Dale Murray. And Frank White. I'm not even going to try. Dave of the Tigers. I like that one. Roger Nelson. I like that one. Gene Kleins. Looked pretty good. Skip Pitlock. Now, I didn't research what these sell for. Now, this Frank Robinson is off left to right. Normally, I probably wouldn't put it in, but it's Frank Robinson, and everything else on it's pretty good. So, I'd really like you to get an 8 on it. But I liked it anyway. Daryl Chansey and Eduardo Rodriguez. And then we've got Chris Chambliss. And Jim Fuller. I like this Joe Niekro right here. Nate Colbert. It's got a little white there at the bottom of the card, but otherwise I thought it was great, so your choice. Up to you. Here's a bunch in a row. John Ellis. Not perfect centering. Jim Holt. Jim Holt again. And Gene Michael. I like those. I like this Fred Lynn rookie. I like Tom Walker. Charlie Moore. Jim Marshall's rough. Here's a 2 in a row. This Killebrew is a little off-centered, but if it was me, I think I'd grade it. So it's up to you. Jim Northrup looks pretty good. Brent Strom. I like that one. Danny Cater. The centering on the Cater is probably one of the best cards we've seen. Just so you know. Dave Pagan. Another one pretty close on centering. Alright, and then Lee Richards, again, great centering on this card. Jerry Terrell, and then Rico Carty. Alright, I think there's one more card that if it were me, I think I would grade it. Not the plumber, but this Bob Apodaca. Alright guys, so that's my opinion. Now, I can ship these cards directly to you. Obviously, they're going to be sleeved. I had them raw because I wanted you to see the actual card. I'll have them sleeved. I will top load the hits, the stars and whatnot. Now, if you want to have them graded, I have grading sleeves for them. So I'll sleeve them. I'll put them in a grading sleeve, and then we'll work on the PSA. I'll do that now, actually. So if that's what you want to do, all right, we'll give a deadline on decisions, and then I'll post shipping if you want them shipped straight to you, and then I'll post a PSA break if you want to just move right into that. Okay, so I'm working on it. All right.